Hello students, let us learn about cryptography. So the first thing that we are going to understand is the various definitions around cryptography, and then the two categories we have in cryptography. So let us move forward. So this is a general scenario where we have a sender and a receiver. So the sender has to give some information to the receiver. So let the information be known as the plain text. So what happens in cryptography is this plain text will go through an algorithm which is an encryption algorithm, and then the output that will be created will go through the network. Okay, so the output is known as ciphertext. So the input or the actual data that has to be transferred is known as the plain text, and the output that is generated from the encryption algorithm is known as the ciphertext. And this ciphertext is going to go through the network, and then in the receiver end this information will be captured or received, and then it is going to go through a decryption algorithm. Okay, and the output that will be created will be the exact plain text that was sent by the, or that was meant to be sent by the sender. Okay, so what are the terms that we have understood here? The input of any encryption algorithm is known as the plain text, and the output is known as the ciphertext. The ciphertext is going to go through the network, and then in the receiving end another procedure or algorithm is going to run, which is the decryption algorithm, and then it is going to again convert the plain ciphertext to the exact plain text. Okay, so this is a normal scenario where we intend to keep the conversation private. Okay, how we are doing is we are trying to apply encryption and decryption in the sender and the receiving ends in order to fulfill that requirement. Okay, so when we talk about cryptography, there is basically a categorization which is broken down into two different types. One is symmetric key and the other is asymmetric key. So whenever we talk about symmetric key, we talk about a single key which is known as the secret key, and in case of asymmetric key we have public key and also private key. Okay, private key is not shown here, but we have a set of or a pair of keys which are the public key and the private key. All right, so to remember it, symmetric key, it is all the keys are symmetric. That means they are same. So in the receiver and the sender end, the same key is going to be used. Whereas in case of asymmetric key, we will have different keys at both the ends of two parties. Okay, who want to go for secret conversation. We are going to explore more on these topics as we move on. So here we talk about symmetric key cryptography. Here we have two parties, Alice and Bob, and Alice has to send an information through the network. So Alice has a plain text with it, or rather the normal information that has to be transferred without exposing it in the internet, so or in the network. So this plain text will be converted into ciphertext. This encryption algorithm will also take a key as an input. Okay, so basically we will have two inputs. One will be the plain text itself, and the other will be a secret key. And then using this two inputs, we are going to go through this algorithm or this program, and then we are going to get an output, which is the ciphertext. So this ciphertext is going to go through the network, and then in the receiving end, when the ciphertext is received by Bob, it is going to run another algorithm, which is the decryption algorithm, and here the same key will be used. Okay, the key that was used in encryption will also be used in the decryption end, and when we have these two inputs, that is the ciphertext and the secret key, we are going to obtain the plain text. So this plain text is going to be the exact plain text that was sent by Alice. All right, so in the sender and the receiver end we have the same key, so it's rather a shared key. Okay, it is symmetric because if we consider two different keys, they will look same. Okay, you can remember it that way as well. All right, so as we move on, in symmetric key cryptography, the same key is used by the sender and the receiver. So the sender will use it for encryption, and the receiver is going to use it for decryption. Okay, the key is going to be shared between the two parties. Now we are going to discuss about asymmetric key cryptography using this scenario. In this case, as you must be remembering, we have a set of keys. We have private key and public key. So in our example here, we are assuming that Bob has created the two keys. One is the public key and the other is the private key. And there is public key, as the name public suggests, it is going to be given to the public. Okay, it will be exposed to all the participants in the network. And since Alice is also a part of the network, Alice is also going to get Bob's public key. But of course, since Bob's private key is private, it will remain with Bob, and he is not going to share it with anyone. Okay, so Alice, as it has Bob's public key, it is going to fed the plain text as well as the public key to the encryption algorithm, and then a plain text will be created. This plain text will, the ciphertext will be created, and this ciphertext is going to go through the network. And in the receiving end, Bob is going to get the ciphertext. It is going to put in the decryption algorithm, and then here we are not going to again use the same key that Alice used. We are going to use the private key. Okay, so Bob is going to use the private key in order to decrypt the ciphertext back into the plain text. So only Bob is going to know the information. Okay, so if Alice sends this particular ciphertext to someone else, that particular party will not be able to decrypt it. Why? Because private key is only with Bob. Okay, Bob has not shared the private key, so only Bob can get the information. All right, no one else can decrypt the ciphertext. Okay, so it is very secure. All right, so here we have two different types of keys. Here we have public key and private key, and of course they are different. They have to be different, so we call it asymmetric. Okay, the two keys are not same. All right. As a summary, we have this information. In symmetric key cryptography, we are going to have a secret key which is going to be shared among the various participants who want to exchange private messages. Okay, to have a private conversation. And then in case of asymmetric key cryptography, we are going to have two keys, okay, or a pair of keys, which are the public key and the private key. All right. So let's move on. We have a comparison shown here for both the encryption strategies. In the first one, we have symmetric key cryptography. Here you can see we have two different keys, but they are actually same. Okay, we have different keys in terms of physical location. Okay, one is with Alice and other is with Bob. However, the two keys are same. So the encryption is also going to use the same key that is used in decryption. However, in case of asymmetric cryptography, we are going to have two different keys. One key will be used in encryption, and the other one, the corresponding other one, is going to be used by the decryption. Okay, so things become different now, because in this particular scenario, whoever has this particular key will be able to participate in the conversation, right? But in this case, no matter to whom Alice sends this encrypted information, the ciphertext, that particular party has to have the private key, okay, based on the example that we have studied in the previous slide, right? So if Bob has the private key, then only Bob can get the information. Okay. So there are various versions of it, or rather, to be specific, there are two versions of it. Okay, where in the first place encryption will be done by public key, and decryption will be done by private key, and in the other case encryption will be done by the private key and decryption will be done by the public key. But let us keep it very simple at this point. So then we move on to symmetric key cryptography. We have various concepts in symmetric key cryptography. We are always going to keep in mind that the same key is going to be used by the participating machines. Okay, we are going to continue in the next session. Thank you.